All right. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Let your chubbiness be washed away. That's a song that my buddy used to sing to me when he was tucking me in at night, and so I would fall asleep, and my eyes would get heavy, and I would get sleepy. Rise and shine. I know it's counterintuitive. It's opposite day when he did it because I was going to bed, but he would sing "Rise and Shine." It was a whole thing, complicated relationship. I did a show last night at the Funny Bone for the people who foster kids at Boys Town, and they get one night. They get one night a year where they can drink alcoholic beverages and cut loose. They didn't cut much loose, let me tell you. Very reserved bunch, but I think they all did enjoy an alcoholic beverage. They can't have alcohol in the house because the troubled teens will raid the booze, drink them, likely rob some people. So, yeah, it was a good time. And then I got home and I went to bed late because I found this YouTube channel called WTF. Why the face? Why the face? Not what the bad naughty word, but why the face? And it is this doctor. It's Dr. Todd, and he analyzes the faces of the famous, infamous, and more. And this guy is, he's a physician. It's a real thing. You can tell, I guess I didn't realize this, that you can tell a lot about, like, your health and what's going on internally. Like, it shows up on your face. Liver issues, kidney issues, heart issues, adrenal gland issues, all of this. And I just stayed up really late and I watched I analyzed so many faces last night. More faces than you could even imagine. I mean, he does a ton of comedians too, which is cool. So, I did analysis of Charlie Kirk's face, Charlie Sheen's face, Hulk Hogan's face, Ozzy Osbourne's face. And he has this really interesting, there's this really interesting, I don't know where it derives from, but he says it every single time. He said that the right side of your face is the face that you show the world. It comes from your mother's side. Like, the mother's side of you is the right side of your face. So you take a picture of a face, you cover up half the face that's in just looking at the right side, then you cover up the right side, look at the left side. So right side is the face that you show the world. It's your mother's influence, and the left side is your father's influence, and it's your private and reserved life. And Ozzy Osbourne's eyes were frightening. I'm going to tell you right now. Just like looking into the abyss. Really, really unsettling. Then he did Hulk Hogan. He was able to, talk about some of the indications that he had health issues. And then, I was just thinking that, a lot of, you can even tell, like, I guess despair and depression are different. And despair is, like, tied to your large intestine, I believe he said. Just very fascinating. A lot of people have despair, sadness, all that. Who else did? I stayed up late. And then I woke up this morning, analyzed more faces. I mean, I am analyzing all the faces of the rich and the infamous and the famous. Did an analysis on Mick Jagger. He's got some indentions, crazy lines. Interesting. King Charles III, obviously, he's in the depths of despair, deep despair. I learned by his face. Jim Carrey was interesting because his face has changed tremendously from at the height of his fame to now. Very fascinating. Some guy, hometown, like a hometown fixer-upper, Ben Napier, don't know who it is. 666 views on that one, though. Mark of the Beast, run for your life, delete the video. Then we got Tom Homan. He's the dude. He's the border czar. Basically, this guy was like, I wouldn't want to mess with this guy. Eyes of anger. Benjamin Netanyahu. Bibi Natty. Nittin. We call him Nittin. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something better to call him. He has one eye that's really sad, and then the other eye, dude, just anger. Like, don't mess with me. I'm going to bomb you, basically. Putin didn't, analyzed his face. Harry Styles, Mark Zuckerberg, Jay-Z's eyes, one in particular, very unsettling, the one that he shows the world. But, dude, he even did P. Diddy. P. Diddy's eyes are, his entire face is truly scary after the analysis. Zach Galifianakis. I mean, I've analyzed so many faces. Larry David's face, Bill Burr's, Chris Watts, Justin Bieber's, Clive Davis, John Belushi's, Johnny Carson, Trump and Harris, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos has the craziest right eye or left eye that you have ever seen, bulging, protruding, just coming at you, bro. When he covered up the right side and revealed, just like, damn, dude, it was like his eye was going to poke my eye out. Elon Musk. I told you, dude, I have analyzed more faces. I'm an expert now. I am an expert in faces. Now, today I started my day. Anyone that's in my life, I've been taking pictures of, and then I print it off and I analyze their faces, and then I try to figure out if they should be trusted. It's not entirely true. It's just something that I'm going to do. I haven't done it yet. Eddie Murphy, Taylor Swift, Kanye West, Shane Gillis, Tom Segura, Ghislaine Maxwell, Tony Hinchcliffe, Jeffrey Epstein, Bert Kreischer, Joe Rogan. I've looked at all the faces. Go check it out. It's cool. If you're like me, it's fascinating stuff. I always find people's eyes and faces very fascinating. And now this guy he won't be able to make enough videos to satisfy my insatiable thirst for analyzing faces. I'm actually taking a picture of my face, and I'm sending it to him, and I'm going to have him analyze it. I was never going to have guests on this podcast, but I might call this guy, send him a message, and ask him if I can interview him. That's how interesting I think that it is. I also find it interesting that there was a thing called Bluetoothing. I don't know if you know this or not, but Bluetoothing is blood-sharing drug trend, and it's fueling the global HIV surge. So this is a real thing, man. This is the practice in which users inject blood of already intoxicated individuals into their body. This is what's going on in South Africa right now. These people just don't even want to take the drugs. They are using a needle and removing the blood of intoxicated individuals and injecting their blood into their body. I mean, that is wild. That is crazy town. Why, dude, why would this even be a thing, man? Like, that is, I mean, you got to be out of your mind. You got to be demon possessed, dude. You got to be nuts. There's no normal person that would ever do this. It's a cheap high, they said. And that people are freaking out. Yeah, dude, everyone's gonna get AIDS. Like, there's no greater way to probably get AIDS on Earth than this. I mean, it's beyond sharing needles. It's beyond. Before, you would just each, use a needle and shoot up some heroin because you only had one needle, and you got to get that heroin into the body. But this is just like, I will put your blood in my body. And people are right to be freaking out. I saw this and I could not even believe it. So it's emerged in high poverty. So I guess they only got enough for one person to enjoy the drugs. So they're just like, all right. I mean, the prices are spiking on my favorite drugs, and the police are cracking down on them. So give me some blood. Yeah, so that I guess that's right. Cheap method of getting high. So you get one batch of drugs, and you're basically getting 2 doses for the price of one. In Fiji, I guess this is... Dude, I thought Fiji was like a beautiful place. That's where Jim Carrey, he just wanted to go, right? On the Truman Show, he wanted to escape his town and go to Fiji. Well, Fiji is a hotbed, is a hot potato of Bluetoothing. I mean, hot, so hot. Like, that is wild, dude. That is a wild thing. People will do anything to escape the reality of this world, won't they? Yes, they will. So, a bunch of comics went over and played the Rihad Festival, I guess, in Saudi Arabia, and people are turning on them, or just calling them hypocrites, or I don't know, they're upset with them for some reason. And I guess people don't really understand that most comics just... The best part about doing comedy is being paid large sums of money for essentially talking for 45 minutes. So it shouldn't come to a shock that a lot of people... I mean, I think Bill Burr was paid $1.5 million. Who knows what Dave Chappelle was paid? And yeah, dude, it's just like you're just going to pick up a bag of money. Like when you get to a level of stand-up comedy where you're getting paid a lot, like you're just traveling around picking up bags of money. That's how I've heard it explained by comics that essentially go around picking up gigantic bags of money. But yeah, people are pissed because they say that Saudi Arabia is not a friend of free speech, but they're trying to change things. What I find wild is that the people sitting in the front row, dude, I would not want to be performing in front of these Saudis or Turks or whatever they're doing. They have very, very nice picnic tablecloths on their head with a sweatband over top the picnic tablecloth. It's a beautiful cloth. It would be beautiful to spread out on a table before you ate some fried chicken and potato salad and coleslaw. And yeah, so it just goes on. This article, I didn't realize that, they imprison, they do a lot of things. A lot of things with jail there. That is not very nice. I'm trying to find this one instance where it kind of just summed up everything. But all right, there was one guy. He was a South Park meets Family Guy kind of satirist. He was picked up by Netflix and became one of the most popular shows in the region. And its creator was sentenced to a 13-year jail term and 30-year travel ban for terrorism and promoting homosexuality. And there was a gay woman that performed there, too. It was wild. And then there was Fahad al-Batari. I mean, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce these names properly. You know me. It just is. Whatever I say is what it is. Known as Saudi Arabia's Jerry Seinfeld, he was allegedly handcuffed, blindfolded, and put on a plane to Saudi Arabia when performing in Jordan in 2018. He was also reported to they forced him to divorce his wife because she was a women's rights activist. Do they have that kind of power? Are their governments really doing that? Like, you have to divorce your wife? That is a wild thing. Today's word of the day, wild. If this was Sesame Street, the puppet would come on, say wild, W-I-L-D, and spell it and dance. Then there was this name is a doozy, Abdulrahman al-Sadan. Abdulrahman al-Sadan, whatever, was jailed 20 years for running a parody Twitter account. Tala Safan, an Egyptian TikToker, influencer, and prankster, arrested for a joke with lesbian subtext. And in 2018, a specific law was introduced to punish with jail sentences and fine anybody who produced satire online deemed to be mocking public order. Oh, this might be the page that I was originally looking for earlier. Yeah, so we got Pete Davidson went, Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Aziza Ansari, Whitney Cummings, Jimmy Carr. Tim Dillon infamously he was invited, took the money, said he was just doing it for the money. Then he made jokes about how they had slaves on his podcast, and they fired him. And I just think that that's great. That is awesome. So you might think that comedians with that they're against cancel culture. Chappelle, Louis C.K. would balk at performing. Oh yeah, but they can murder by bone saw. I don't know what this is. I should have looked it up, but apparently they have a bone saw. And is that a saw that's made out of bones or just a saw that cuts your bones? Bone saw killing in Saudi Arabia. Arabia Nights. It's coming up here. All right, was killed by agents. I don't know. How do they do it? All right, I'm going to have to look that up later. It just didn't give me the answers. But you can be murdered by bone saw, which is, sounds horrific. And then someone said that, I think what they said, the Saudi Arabians are the ones that bombed the World Trade Centers, and Pete Davidson's dad died, and he was a firefighter in the World Trade Centers. And someone was like, all right, he's going over to perform for the people that killed his dad. Cool. That was in one video that I saw. And so I'm just relaying it to you. And yeah, so I guess that they really do a lot of killings over there. Throw you in jail. Look at this. They sentenced a 19-year-old victim of gang rape to 200 lashes and 6 months in prison. And they said that this article, the guy that wrote it said, I remember Jack Whitetail doing a skit about grown adults getting wound up about cartoons. And they said, but presumably he doesn't mind the grown adults who got so wound up by cartoons that they sentenced satirist Al Hazza to 23 years in jail for lighthearted illustrations about fasting. I don't know. The whole thing is weird, but I guess Saudi Arabia wants to be seen anew. They want to be the fun destination with their tall buildings and their good food, I guess, Bill Burr said. on his podcast that the food is great. And that he loves eating it. I could go for some Chinese food right now. Hello from the... Hello, I am Chinese. I don't know. I got this song stuck in my head. You wouldn't even know, bro. You wouldn't even know. Because I can't sing it to you. That's why you won't ever know. What do we got going on here? Donald Trump wants the Nobel Peace Prize. They're saying he's going to get it. Everybody's nominating for it. Apparently, Gaza and Israel, they're going to have a peace. Donald Trump is bringing peace to them. They're over there chanting right now, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. They're dancing in the streets. Nobel Prize to Trump. That's what they say as they danced and waved American flags and twerked. And yeah, the chants are among the latest calls for Trump to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, the recipient of which will be announced on Friday. Oh, so tomorrow, I guess this is a real thing. Like, he could do it. He just sealed the peace deal in the nick of time because Trump and his allies have made it clear that the president wants to receive the prize. He's wanted it since 2018. He wants it so bad he can taste it. He says affirmations in the mirror every day, like you're going to get the Peace Prize and stuff like that. So, they're going for it. They said that he has done a lot of things. The White House has touted that Trump has ended 7 conflicts so far, including between Israel and Iran, Rwanda and Democratic Republic of the Congo, Armenian and Azerbaijan, Thailand and Cambodia, India and Pakistan, Egypt and Ethiopia. Oh, man, the Prince of Peace. Do we got the Prince of Peace here? Or a false Prince of Peace who is actually possibly could be just saying the Antichrist. But hey, you gotta play devil's advocate sometimes. You gotta look at sides to both coins. I mean, it says in Revelation that the Antichrist will bring peace, but it'll be peace for 3.5 years, and then everything will go to shit. I'm just saying. It has nothing to do with anything except his love for gold and a plethora of other things that seem a little bit concerning. All right. It's good to have a hobby. In Conway, South Carolina, TikTok users and other followers following the escapades of the CCU pisser, a person who relieves himself at different points around the Coastal Carolina University campus. The video started appearing on September 1st, and each one features a different iconic target. The CCU logo embedded in a sidewalk, for example, and the school's football field. CCU wouldn't comment on the shenanigans. But then there's a detective on TikTok who is warning the pisser, saying, I know your name. I know where you will be next. I will stop the piss from flowing from your pineal gland. I love it. I think it's great. I mean, what a fun thing. I'm going to look up the CCU pisser on TikTok and follow the shenanigans. Also follow the detective. This is a classic game of cat and mouse with bodily fluids and genitalia. Gosh, this is why the internet was made. This is why the internet was made. All right. Then we have... this woman, dude, and I saw this story and I'm like, this is so true. Like, I think it is an abomination that there are slot machines now in every single gas station across, I think, the United States. That with all the online betting and the sports betting going on and the parlays that are like ruining the lives of Americans was another article I saw. I think that slot machines and gas stations, abomination. Whoever let this pass, shame on you. For whoever owns the machines and is making money off of them, shame on you. I know it won't change anything. I know you don't care. I know you're rolling around in a bunch of money, butt naked, indecent indecent proposal style. All right, with your wiener tucked in, lying in the ones. But you suck. Because I've seen this, dude. Even in my small town, there's one gas station. They got freaking two enormous, elaborate, expensive flat screen, jingle jangle sound making slot machines that people just sit at in this small town, just pouring their money away. They're just siphoning the money from these people. The convenience of it is it's sickening. It really is. I hate it. I think it is an abomination, and I stand by that. And this woman who worked at a BP store in Macon, Missouri, all right, she, it made it very easy to satisfy her gambling addiction while she was at work. So she's working and then taking the money that she's making and shoving it into these machines. And of course she's losing, so that she starts taking money from the store's cash register and the safe to feed into the machines. And then on top of that, she was taking the lottery tickets and scratching those off and then washing it down with stolen cigarettes and bottled water. And, the lottery tickets, that was probably just because she was just in deep despair from losing it. Oh, I'm looking at a woodpecker, dude. I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt this train of thought. I love a good woodpecker. I like the sound. I like that they just hammer the wood, make holes, live inside it. I like everything about them. And this one is gorgeous. Gorgeous redhead. Just want to grab it. I want to hold it gently. And I want to pet its red head with my index finger. So that lady, she's just, her despair just grew, and then she had to go to the lottery tickets, and then she's probably stressed out, and so she stole the cigarettes and was smoking, I feel for her. I say imprison the people that own the slot machines and let this lady free. That's what I say. Let her walk. Arrest the criminals, because it's criminal that they're allowed to put slot machines on every corner of America. That's what I believe. So let her go. Let her free. Let her go fly her wings and have mercy on her. And this is the Austin Anderson Show. Subscribe, 62 subscribers at YouTube. Going strong. If you haven't done it yet, go smash that button. Watch the fairy dust go up. It's an incredible feeling. You won't regret it. And I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Have a good day.